Lucid Trading and MyFunded Futures just launched their brand new daily payout accounts, Lucid Daily End of Day and the Rapid End of Day. So today, we're putting them head to head against the two most popular daily payout programs, the Tradeify Select Daily and the MyFunded Futures Rapid. 4 programs, 1 question. Which one actually gives you the best deal? Let's break it down. Now, before we get into it, we're going to be doing a giveaway account, so stick around to the end to find out how to enter. So let's take a look at how these challenges compare to each other, starting with the price. The Lucid Trading account comes in at $135, but you can get $25 less with the daily loss limit enabled. The new MyFunded Futures End of Day account comes in at $125.60 if you use our code. Now, this Rapid account here is for a limited time, and MyFunded Futures hasn't said how long that timeline is going to be. And the cheapest account on this list is going to be the MyFunded Futures Rapid account at $78.50. And then finally, next you have your Tradeify Select Daily account that comes in at $99 if you use our code as well. Now let's take a look at some of the trading rules. For the profit target on all of these accounts here, you can see is going to be $3,000. For the max loss, this is going to be $2,000 max loss. But for the Lucid Trading account, you can see that the max loss type is end of day trailing. But if you click this here, you can see that it is end of day trailing on the evaluation stage, and once you actually get to the funded stage, this is going to be intraday trailing. And same thing with the MyFunded Futures Rapid account. This is end of day trailing on the evaluation, but then once you get to the sim funded, this is going to turn into an intraday trailing account. So on Lucid Trading here, there is no daily loss limit unless you have it enabled, which then would come in at $1,200. For the MyFunded Futures Rapid account, there is no daily loss limit on this account here, and for their new account, there's no daily loss as well. But there is a 2% daily loss limit on the Tradeify Select Daily plan, and this is just going to be a daily pause. Now, the max contracts on these accounts, starting with Lucid, is going to be 4 minis or 40 micros. With the MyFunded Futures Rapid account, this is going to be 5 minis or 50 micros. For the Tradeify Select Daily account, this is going to be 4 minis or 40 micros. And then for the MyFunded Futures Daily account, this is going to be 3 minis or 30 micros. Now let's get into the payouts and what you actually get to take home. So for profit split with Lucid, you're gonna get 90% of the profit there. For MyFunded Futures, it's 90% as well, along with the Tradeify Select Daily account and the MyFunded Futures End of Day account. For your max payout on this account here, there is no max payout for the Lucid Trading account, but once a trader meets or exceeds the daily amount, you're automatically moved to a live, which is at $8,000. For the MyFunded Futures account, there is no max payout. For the Tradeify Select Daily, there is a max payout of $1,000. So it says to be eligible for a payout on any day, the trader must have a profit greater than 0 since their last payout, and they may request up to 2 times the profit earned above the buffer, capped at $1,000. This cap resets each payout cycle. For the new MyFunded Futures End of Day account, there is no max payout, but it says no individual request cap, but if one trading accounts for more than $10,000 in profit, the trader will be transitioned to a live account. Now on these accounts here, the Lucid Trading account, you do have a 50% consistency on the evaluation with none on the funded stage. Same thing with the MyFunded Futures Rapid End of Day account, a 50% consistency on the actual evaluation but none on the funded, and you have a 40% consistency on the Tradeify Select Daily account but none on the funded. And then the MyFunded Futures End of Day account, there is a 30% consistency but none on the funded account, making this the hardest account to actually pass. So for the minimum payout request on the Lucid account here is going to be $500 once you get above that buffer here. For the MyFunded Futures account, again, the lowest withdrawal is going to be $500 once you reach their buffer of $2,100. For the Tradeify Select Daily account, your minimum withdrawal is going to be $250 above that $2,100 buffer there. And then finally, for their newest plan with MyFunded Futures, you can receive $500 once the buffer clears. Each payout after that unlocks once your net profit since your last payout reaches $500. So now we're going to take a look at some of the most important rules for these firms. For the Lucid account, it says that prohibited practices are micro scalping, which refers to trading a tactic where traders attempt to capture very small price movements using very large size within an extremely short time frames, often just a few seconds. Accounts may be flagged if more than 50% of the profits are generated from trades held for 5 seconds or less. If bad faith activity is confirmed following a manual review, a written warning may be issued. In terms of hedging, again, prohibited, it says this refers to the use of multiple accounts to take opposing positions on the same trade. This tactic artificially reduces risk by ensuring one account profits regardless of the market's direction and is a form of system manipulation, not genuine trading. Lucid trading strictly prohibits all forms of hedging, including hedging across multiple accounts held by the same user. Lucid trading traders also cannot go long or short different contracts in separate accounts with the correlated assets. For example, going long on ES in one account and then short in NQ in a separate account is strictly prohibited. High frequency trading is prohibited as well, and it is a type of automated trading strategy that involves submitting and executing a high volume of trades within an extremely short time frames, often measured in seconds or milliseconds. These strategies are typically powered by algorithms and are designed to exploit minute price inefficiencies at speed. To maintain a reliable and equitable trading environment, HFT is strictly prohibited. For their inactivity rule, accounts that have not been traded resulting in a net profit or loss of at least $1 within 30 calendar days will be deemed abandoned and will be permanently deleted from the systems. News trading rule, they do allow news trading for all evaluations and all funding accounts except for the Lucid Daily account, which is very important. So for the Lucid Daily, trading red folder news on the Lucid Daily is a hard breach. You must be flat 1 minute before, through, and then 1 minute after the news, and you may not hold or open any new positions through that window. Now let's take a look at MyFunded Futures rules. It says for their news trading rules, MyFunded Futures prohibits exploiting news volatility. T1 news events has stricter rules than the ProSim and the RapidSim funded accounts and cannot trade during the T1 news events. No open positions or orders 2 minutes before or after the T1 data release, while Flex and Builder accounts are unrestricted. For their automatic trading protocols and EAs, high frequency trading is not allowed. Automated strategies are allowed only if they don't exploit simulator fills, and live account automations must follow CME guidelines. For copy trading, traders may make use of automated trading strategies tailored to their one specific setting, so long as these automated tools do not aim to exploit favorable fills offered in the simulated environment. Traders trading live accounts with automated trading must abide by CME guidelines. They do have a 2% price limit rule where trading is not allowed when a product is within 2% of its CME price limit to protect traders from extreme volatility. Cross instrument policy, single instrument limit orders exceeding the allowed contract size for a single instrument, for example, more than 2 contracts on NQ, will be automatically rejected. For cross instrument trading, orders that combine different instruments may technically execute even if they exceed the overall limit. For international rule bypass, deliberate attempts to circumvent position scaling rules are considered a breach and will be treated accordingly. Overnight holding is not allowed. Trades will automatically close at 4:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it will not result in a breach of the account. For their trading hours, this is going to be 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It says that MyFunded Futures positions will be closed for you during the regular trading days at 4:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so no need to worry about breaching any of the rules. In terms of their inactivity rule, to maintain an active sim funded account, traders must place at least 1 trade every 7-day cycle, right? Traders planning to take a vacation or a break from trading must inform the support team in advance. Now finally, taking a look at the rules for Tradeify here, it says EA bots algorithmic trading. Ownership, you must be able to prove that you are the sole owner of a bot or strategy and that no one else has access to it or is using it. That ensures that bots/algorithms are not being shared with other traders or firms. They scan to make sure that there are no similar orders on any other accounts, and they will also require a live video of you enabling the code on your PC. While you may use the bot on your personal account, using it across multiple firms is against Tradeify's policy. There's no high frequency trading bots allowed, and Tradeify reserves the right to request information or documentation if their risk measures flag your account for potential violations of these guidelines. For micro scalping, you must meet both of the below 2 criteria to pass the micro scalping rule. Over 50% of your trades are longer than 10 seconds, and over 50% of your profits must come from trades that are longer than 10 seconds. The maximum account idle time, it says to keep your account funded, you must at least have 1 trade per week, Monday through Friday. This is per account and not per user. Failure to do so may result in your account being marked as inactive. For copy trading, you may only group trades between accounts you own and manage. Copying other strategies or engaging in copy trading with others is not permitted. If you choose to use a third-party copier, you do so at your own risk. For their news trading, dollar cost averaging, flipping, and scaling, they say they do not have any rules against or guidelines around trading news events, dollar cost averaging, flipping, or scaling. So you're all good there. For their daily loss limit, Never use the daily loss limit as a stop loss. The system protection may not be effective during extreme volatility. Using the daily loss as a stop may cause your account to breach the trailing max drawdown due to slippage in volatile markets. If you're not sure what dollar cost averaging is, this refers to entering a trade with multiple executions at different price points from the initial entry. It is allowed but should always be a part of a structured strategy. It is discouraged to average into oblivion, involving continuously adding to a losing position without a clear strategy. Hedging and trading micros or minis rule. Minis and micros may now be held at the same time, but two things still apply. Your combined position must stay within your account's contract limits, counted as 10 micros or 1 mini. A mini and a micro held in opposite directions on the same or correlated product is still hedging violation. Longing MES and shorting NQ is prohibited, not because of the contract size, but because it is a hedge. And this rule applies to all accounts under your control, not just within a single account. For the simulated funded account, an individual user may have up to 5 funded accounts at any time. A household is also restricted to 5 simulated funded accounts at any time. For their trading hours, on regular days, a trading day at Tradeify spans from 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time the next calendar day. All positions must be closed by 4:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Monday through Friday before the daily maintenance break. If you open a position when the market closes, Tradeify will automatically close them for you. This automatic closure will not result in your account failure or loss of your account. However, you may experience slippage or unfavorable fills. Now let's take a look at what real traders are having to say about these firms. Starting with their rules. Tradeify comes in at a 4.6 for rules, MyFunded Futures comes in as a 4.6, and Lucid Trading comes in as a 4.5. For customer care, Tradeify comes in, leads the board with a 4.7, with MyFunded Futures closely behind at a 4.6, and Lucid Trading with a 4.5. For their user friendliness, again, Tradeify tops the board as a 4.8, with MyFunded Futures at a 4.6 and Lucid Trading as a 4.6 as well. And finally, for their payout process, Tradeify comes in as a 4.8, with MyFunded Futures as a 4.6 and Lucid Trading with a 4.6 as well. So for their overall rankings, Tradeify ranks at a 4.7, with MyFunded Futures at a 4.6 and Lucid Trading as a 4.5. Okay, so finally it is time for the instructions for the giveaway in this video. Now here's exactly what you need to do to enter today's giveaway. First, like and subscribe to the channel. Second, comment which of these 4 challenges you would pick and why. Best of luck to everybody, and that wraps up today's video on the daily payout challenges. For now, we'd like to thank you so much for watching, and as always, thank you for choosing Prop Firm Match.